Welcome to BearZone. I'm Brittany Wiley.
And I'm Joe Buchanan. Coming up, both men's and women's basketball teams played over the weekend, but how did they fare?
Also, we have an update on the NFL postseason.
We've got all that and more this week on BearZone. Don't go anywhere.
It took an overtime period before it was over, but UNC's men's basketball team won a thrilling game against North Dakota Saturday, 94-91. Andre Spite's game-winning half-court buzzer beater took number 6 on SportsCenter's top 10 plays. As well it should have. Spite's clutch shot gave him a career-high 34 points in the win, with Jordan Davis adding 19 of his own. Talk about a close game, tied at 83 at the end of regulation, we go to overtime. Each team scored 8 in the extra period, tying the game at 91 with less than 5 seconds left in overtime. North Dakota missed a free throw with 3 seconds left, giving Spite just enough time to win the game. UNC hits the road 4 games against Idaho and Eastern Washington. The Bears return home Thursday, February 1st to take on Montana.
Well, the game didn't end with a buzzer beater, but the Northern Colorado women's basketball team still had an exciting night in Grand Forks. A 15-0 run to end the first quarter gave the Bears an 11-point lead over the North Dakota Fighting Hawks going into the second. Savannah Smith, Savannah Scott, and Courtney Smith combined for 23 of the Bears' 28 first-quarter points. The trio combined for another 36 points in the second quarter to give UNC a 14-point lead at half. Unfortunately, the third quarter changed the game when UNC couldn't seem to find the basket and the Hawks just couldn't miss it. The Bears' 14-point halftime lead disappeared and the game ended with the Hawks up 78-70. With the loss, the Bears dropped to 13-5 overall and 5-2 in the conference. The Bears return home tonight for a date with the Idaho Vandals at 7 p.m. and Saturday for a battle against Eastern Washington at noon.
When you start the game fast and then keep pouring it on, chances are things will turn out pretty well. The UNC Bears hockey team proved that adage true Friday when it won big against Long Beach State, dominating the 49ers 9-1. The Bears got on the scoreboard early and often. They had a 3-0 lead over Long Beach by the end of the first period. They kept pouring it on to take a 7-0 lead by the end of the second. 5 different players scored for Northern Colorado, including a hat trick from Cameron Taggart. The 49ers avoided the shutout by scoring in the third period, but the Bears finished strong by scoring 2 more goals to end the game. UNC had almost as many goals as Long Beach State took shots, with the Bears scoring 9 times and the 49ers only taking 15 shots. The next home game is Friday against the Metro State Roadrunners at the Ice House.
The biggest snow of the season fell Sunday, but it looks like things are changing. What are our weather current conditions, Abigail?
Right now on campus, 39 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. So here's the story for this weekend. We've got a cold front moving in. Right now it's just over Salt Lake City, Utah. It comes into Colorado. Notice it doesn't bring us much in the way of precipitation. Most of the mountains get the snow from this system. Mostly it's just going to bring us some cold temperatures. This front moves its way out, and then we get back to those high pressure systems that we've been seeing over the past few weeks. For Saturday, we've got tennis tournaments. For the start of the men's tournament, it's going to be around 31 degrees, but it feels like temperature of only 26. It's only going to be a little bit warmer for the women's tennis match, but again, those feels like temperatures are going to be below freezing, so definitely dress warm for those games. If you're headed to Colorado Springs this weekend, men's tennis will be playing on Friday. It looks like it's going to be a great day, even for the whole weekend. Sunny skies expected for Colorado Springs with temperatures in the 40s for Friday and Saturday and temperatures in the 50s for Sunday. That's it for here. Back to you.
An underdog versus a dynasty. That's what fans get Sunday, February 4th when they tune in to Super Bowl 52. Sunday afternoon, the Jacksonville Jaguars headed to New England to fight the Patriots for a spot in the big game. The Jags led most of the game, but even without Rob Gronkowski, who went out early with a head injury, Tom Brady and the Patriots took the 24-20 victory to punch their ticket to Minnesota. Super Bowl 52 is Brady and Bill Belichick's 8th appearance, and with a record of 5-2, they're hoping for a 6th ring. On the NFC side, the Philadelphia Eagles hope to finally bring the Lombardi Trophy home. After Carson Wentz tore his ACL in Week 15, everybody counted the Eagles out of Super Bowl contention. A down-to-the-wire win over Atlanta brought the Minnesota Vikings to the Link. Once again, the Eagles went into the game as underdogs, but they shocked everyone when they sealed their Super Bowl spot with a 38-7 victory. Will Philly fans finally get the trophy, or will Brady have to start wearing Super Bowl rings on both hands? Find out February 4th at 4:30 p.m. on NBC.
Former University of Northern Colorado football player Kyle Slaughter finished his first NFL season Sunday night after the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Minnesota Vikings 38-7 in the NFC Championship. After about a year ago, Slaughter signed with the Denver Broncos as an undrafted free agent. But after an exceptional preseason, Denver waived Slaughter and the Vikings picked him up. Since joining the Vikings, he has been putting in the work for up to 12 hours each day. Slaughter said that his experience with the Vikings has been everything he hoped it would be and more. He said, "The most valuable lessons I've learned this year go beyond football X's and O's. I've learned that perseverance and continuing to have belief in yourself, even sometimes when no one else believes in you, is the most important quality someone can have." That's especially true for Slaughter, who didn't even start as a UNC senior. He said he plans to maximize his opportunities by being a student of the game and being the best teammate he can. Time is ticking, and Slaughter isn't wasting any with the Vikings' 3-year contract on his mind. By hitting the offseason training hard, Slaughter said he hopes to earn a starting position next season. Along with starting next year, he also said he hopes to win a championship Sunday. And taking a look at his rookie year, Slaughter's dream may be closer than he has ever imagined.
The Colorado Avalanche are in playoff position with just one game left before the All-Star break. How did they do it? A league-high 10-game win streak that sadly came to an end Tuesday in Montreal. A scoreless first period gave the Avs hope, but the Canadiens had other ideas. Star Avs center Nathan MacKinnon scored his team-high 24th goal with 6 minutes remaining, but the team didn't have enough gas and Montreal walked away with a 4-2 victory. The Avalanche are in St. Louis tonight for the final game before the All-Star break.
Before our semester break here at BearZone, the Denver Nuggets were in 3rd place in the Northwest Division. So, 6 weeks later, how are the Mile High Hoopers doing? Well, if I had to choose one word, it would be mediocre. You can find a few highlights sprinkled throughout December, but Nuggets' failures overshadowed their successes. Here's an example. The Nuggets took over Oracle Arena in late December, holding the Golden State Warriors to just 81 points and pulling off a victory very few teams this season could. And then, well, the Nuggets went on to lose 6 of their next 10 games. The team looks to be trying to turn their season around, though. Jamal Murray came back from a concussion to drop 30 points against the Phoenix Suns Friday and a career-high 38 points against the Portland Trail Blazers Monday. And Paul Millsap comes back from his wrist surgery next month. But could it be too late for the Nuggets? The first half of the season is about over, and the Nuggets sit at 8th in the Western Conference. So, can they overcome the rest of their season schedule? It's a mystery, but we at BearZone will continue to keep you up to date. And that is our show for tonight. Be sure to stay up to date on our Twitter and Instagram pages, BearZone UNCO, and YouTube, Bear News 98.
Make sure to like us and to join us every week for BearZone. All sports, all the time for UNC Athletics. Good night.